Hello Scorpio and welcome to Providence. My name is KK. Oh, that's me being a bit clumsy. My name is KK and this is your general weekly reading for the week commencing January the 31st. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all very well. As always, this is for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of Scorpio, as well as the cross watchers. Everyone is most welcome here. And as always, please be reminded that this is a general weekly reading and to only take what resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else out there in the collective. Well, I was just about to say, sometimes it takes a moment for the cards to align, but out of pop the Emperor is where we start your weekly reading this week, Scorpio. And the Emperor is the Aries card, if anyone resonates with that. But the Emperor is also the card of authority. There is no one higher than the Emperor. He is the King of Kings. And this Emperor card also represents establishment and structure in your life. So being the great authority, having this structure, and establishments I see in quite a broad sense. It can be government establishments, educational establishments, financial establishments. All those sorts of things are represented here by the Emperor. We'll pop the Emperor down here for a moment. And let us get all the rest of the cards on the deck and see if we can find out a little bit more why this Emperor is sitting bang smack in the middle of your reading this week, Scorpio. Are you becoming the great authority over something, Scorpio? Perhaps. The card at the bottom of the deck this week and the overarching energy for you is the Two of Pentacles, and this is known as the Juggler card. This is about having multiple priorities, multiple demands on your time at the moment. And it is about time management, prioritization, and adaptability. You can keep those balls all up in the air. You can drop one off. You can pick two up. You can prioritize what you need to take care of. You've got it going on. Multitasking to the max is what this card and energy is all about. So use that wisely this week, Scorpio. All right, let's see what is crossing you this week. The Three of Wands is crossing you, and the Three of Wands is a card about preparing for expansion and growth in your life now. This is a card that represents you having great foresight. You can see, you can smell, you can taste what your future looks like and what you want it to be at the moment. And now you're putting all those things, preparing, setting things in motion to bring this growth and expansion about. You can never quite see it on camera, but there's little ships down here. So figuratively speaking, your ships have come in and now's the time for expansion. It crosses this Emperor here. I really feel like this is about authority. There's two things going on for me here. This is about you being the authority of your own life at the moment, Scorpio. This is about you being the boss of you. At the moment. The other thing this for me is suggesting is about this structure. Perhaps you've got lots of ideas about what you want your future to look like. Perhaps it's all a little bit scattered energy, you know, it's a little bit frenetic perhaps. It could be a good idea to put a little bit of a structure or a parameter in place for you, just so you can harness those energies and focus those energies on, say, the top 5 rather than the top 20 of things at the moment to prepare for, if that makes sense. So build in that structure, those supports, those parameters, those boundaries for yourself, so you can focus that energy clearly on the top 5 things. Just for instance, I'm just using that as an example for expansion in your life. And then once those things have started, then you can add more on. But I think this is what the Emperor is speaking about, this structure at the moment for you. The King of Cups, well, this is you, Scorpio, in your past position. So you have been in a personal power position recently in the past. This is you being extraordinarily emotionally balanced, intuitive, floating on your throne in over the water here, understanding the ebbs and flows, the cyclical nature of everything. You, in your personal power, has brought you into the Emperor. So yes, you are the great authority. You are the boss of you at the moment. You're in your personal power. You've got the Emperor kind of backing you up there. You know exactly what you're doing here. I just think you need to build a little bit of a structure around it to help you channel that energy. I keep hearing the word channel. That's why I'm using it. It's not a word I often use. It's about channeling your energy into this expansion at the moment. Remember, you've got a lot going on here. It could be this Juggler card up here is why I'm getting this sort of impression of you're a bit scattered. And to counter that, I keep hearing the word channel. Channel, channel, channel. The Four of Cups is in your grounding position this week, Scorpio. And the Four of Cups is a card it is actually called the apathy card. To be quite frank, you're a bit bored, yeah? So you're really, you're a bit bored with now. You're thinking about the future. You can see it. You can taste it. This is a card about re-evaluating and contemplating how you want that future to look. Yeah, it's a little bit more of a emotional re-evaluation to this foresight here, if that makes sense. You're down here, you're concentrating on these 3 cups here. And for you, this is all a bit dull. Perhaps you've been there and done that of all of those cups. You're no longer interested. It doesn't float your boat anymore here, Scorpio. But you're being offered this cup here, this opportunity here. And this is what you want to take into the future with you. So this is a card about re-evaluation of what you want that future to look like. Who do you want to be there with you? Who do you want to be? What do you want to be doing? These are some more of the deeper emotional questions to this amazing sort of intellectual foresight you have up here with the 3 of Wands. This 4 of Cups is more the emotional side of that. The Ace of Wands is in your crowning position this week, Scorpio. Now, the aces are the gifts from the universe to us. Whether this is something you've been co-creating or whether this is occurring in divine timing, it does not matter. Accept the gift of the Ace of Wands with gratitude in your heart. For this is the gift of inspiration. This is the gift of new beginnings. It's the gift of potential in your ideas, potential in situations, circumstances, potential in yourself perhaps, untapped potential. And taking this inspiration, this potential, and creating really successful new beginnings out of it. I always see the leaves on the wand here as little embers, little sparks of inspiration that are flying off everywhere. So that's a wonderful thing to take you into your future. And the sun, the most positive card of the tarot deck here, Scorpio. The sun is shining down on you. This is about your vitality returning. This is about having fun, positivity. And most of all, this is the ultimate success card. Whatever new beginnings, whatever you decide to take into your future, whatever preparations that you are making for your future, it is going to be positive and successful for you now. Absolutely amazing reading here, Scorpio. As always, I'd like to take one final message just to summarize the weekly readings. Summarize the weekly readings. But if you are resonating with this reading, by all means, please give the video a like. Feel free to leave a message if you would like to. And if you haven't already, please consider clicking that subscribe button below the video, as I do have ongoing weekly readings available for everyone. And the wonderful chameleon spirit has popped up for you this week, the number 14. And the message chameleon spirit always brings is act as if. Act as if the future is now. This is what chameleon spirit's going to tell you. Act as if you are already that person you want to be. You already have the success that you want to have. Let's see what other messages chameleon spirit has for you this week. Chameleon spirit shares her gift with you today to prepare you for the changes that will greatly benefit you. Your outer conditions are changing, and so you're required to come into harmony with them so you can co-create your greatest dreams. Even if you feel like you're in uncharted territory, the chameleon spirit has complete faith in your ability to fit in and to learn the lay of the land, adapting as required. This is a fortunate time to act as if and do as others do until the new ways feel familiar and completely natural for you. Life is offering you a great lesson now. Adapting is not about losing yourself. It's about learning how to dance with others. I will leave you with that as the final message of the week, Scorpio. I wish you a fabulous week ahead, and I do look forward to seeing you all next week. Until then, from me to you, much love and light. Bye-bye.